So,
Is something wrong?
No?
We're moving.
No, we're not moving.
Isn't there reflection? But this time. It's okay?
It's okay. So, this is how
the
it's going to
reflection
be.
of the light. Love Sunday was an idea that came as a result of my observation of the need. That was 2017 actually, when we had our first Love Sunday. And I noticed the need. At the time, there was a lot of the move of the Spirit. We had Word Empowerment Movement, which is in generation. We had a lot of young people doing all these amazing things for God, but then there was this other side that concerns relationships that was really struggling. So there were also a few scandals going on here and there, and there are bad things, and just a lot of wisdom needed. So I thought somebody had to be loud about this, about love, especially before relationship, before the marriage, and even before people begin to court. But now it could include that now, seeing that the blessing has increased on my life. So issue of relationships and love is deeper than many people think. It's deeper than feelings, it's deeper than emotions. There's a lot that's involved. So this is why Love Sunday, really. Wow, this is one of those meetings when I see people saying, even when people click interested on the event, I'm like, that's as far as you can go. You must click going because of my faith in the wisdom that the Lord has given us in this area of love. So I feel if you want to preserve your decision making, if you want to make the right decision, especially for those that are, now I'll talk at different levels, for those that are not yet in relationships, this is the meeting for you to come. For those who are in relationships, this is the meeting that you have to attend. And even for those who've broken up or who are contemplating a breakup, because every person is at a certain stage in their relationship life. That is the amount of information you're going to receive is going to touch so many areas. Some people may be thinking, oh, but me, I'm even married and I'm old, or I'm not necessarily young. Well, I think it's not every time you have to be in trouble for you to seek wisdom. Sometimes you have to gather wisdom before you need it. You don't have to wait for an exam for you to study. You can be comfortable when an exam comes because you've already been preparing for something. So these are some of the reasons why you need to come. And then this time we're going to have the woman of God herself, Mrs. Kaira. She's going to be sharing her vast wisdom in relationships, especially many people don't know that I've learned a lot from her. So I think this will be an opportunity for them to hear from her and to learn, especially from her side of looking at things.
How it will affect your life and your relationship. First of all, we have to understand that we are governed by our relationships. Everyone has a relationship to a certain extent, and one of the first relationships that we can have is with a partner. So this is why it's important for you to gather as much wisdom as you can about how to manage and handle that relationships, where you know what to do, what to say, when to do it, and just how to live with your partner. You see, so because we're governed by relationships, and then especially living in this era where they don't really regard it as something so serious. You can date for a simple reason, or because we look good together and stuff like that. That's not good enough reason for
that.
I know. It's not a good enough reason for someone to enter into a relationship. Okay, yeah, so the wisdom which we receive in these meetings is wisdom that will help us govern our relationships. We'll learn what they are, first of all. And once we understand the importance of relationships, we'll learn how to guard them and keep them.
What do I need to do in order to come?
Okay, So what you need to do, I'm sure everyone has been seeing the flyers, because of course we don't intend about being quiet about such an important meeting. So all the details are on the flyer, but what you need to do is, if you have attended Love Sunday before, nothing much has changed. We still meet at Suwela Hall. We still meet from 12 hours to around 16:30 thereabout. And if this is going to be your first Love Sunday meeting, all the details are on the flyer, but we meet at Suwela Hall, and this is going to be on the 23rd of February 2020. In case you do not have transportation, it doesn't matter which area you're coming from, because we have buses pretty much in every route, even Kafiwe now, right?
Yeah.
So we have buses in Kafiwe, buses in Chalala, we have buses in Charleston, buses in Kawata, SOS, DMI. That's practically every route, you know, and it will get you to the place. So yeah.
Yeah, and good news, there's going to be something that you're going to be buying at 20 kwacha. Can you imagine? It's like a book. I will not say much for now until we release it, but it's free of charge. But if you want to access the issue, come with the 20 kwacha. Yeah.
If I were you, I'd come with 100, so I leave with 5 and distribute, because it has to circulate.
That's actually smart.